Marlborough sounds like the perfect quiet Connecticut town, but it is not for everyone. Today, we're going to dive into who should not move to Marlborough. Let's go. My name is Jason Boyce. I'm a local real estate agent here in Central and Eastern Connecticut, and I have passions for fitness, real estate, and family life with my wife Jasmine and our dog Holly. On this channel, we're going to cover everything you need to know about upsizing or downsizing in the state of Connecticut. Thank you for tuning in. My name's Jason Boyce. I'm a local realtor. I live in Hebron. I work in Marlborough, which is right next door. I've sold a ton of houses here. And one thing I can say is that Marlborough is quiet, it's rural, it's residential, and that is exactly why some people love it, but others do not. So we're going to talk about who Marlborough is a bad fit for. Number one, Marlborough is a bad fit for somebody who wants a walkable nightlife and downtown scene. Now, Marlborough has a small downtown at the intersection of Route 66 and Main Street. There's a big Y there, there's a Starbucks, and there's a small business district there. Outside of that, there is little walkable nightlife, business, that type of thing. Outside of that small downtown area, Marlborough is primarily residential. So there's that very small section and then no traditional walkable downtown. There's no nightlife scene. And there are a few restaurants. You got Marlborough Tavern in that area. Outside of that, there's not a huge selection of restaurants and social activity. So if that is something you love, you are going to be driving. So if you want to walk to dinner, grab coffee, or have spontaneous options nearby, Marlborough will not be a good fit. Number two, if you want new construction or neighborhood style newer developments, Marlborough has very few of those. There's almost no new construction going on in Marlborough right now. So if that's something that you're really looking for, Marlborough is not going to be a good fit. There are some surrounding towns that I can help you buy in if that's what you're looking for, but Marlborough is not going to fit. There's very limited new construction. There's not a lot of newer, larger subdivisions. They're mostly older homes with acreage. It is a very nice area, just not that. Number three, if a short, predictable commute is a non-negotiable, Marlborough is not going to be a good fit. You are going to have to drive to most things outside of the downtown area. Now, they do have a grocery store right in town with a big Y, so that solves a lot of that. But outside of that, you're going to be doing driving. So if you need to go to Hartford, you are 30 to 40 minutes on a good day when there's not weather or anything like that. If you're going during rush hour, it could take longer. It could be a 45-minute commute. The University of Connecticut in Storrs, Mansfield, is about a 30-minute drive. The shoreline, like if you're going to Old Saybrook or Essex, you're about a 45-minute drive. So you are going to be commuting if you need to get to those areas. Now again, here in Connecticut, our winters can be rough. Depends on the year, but if you tack on weather, you're going to be tacking on additional time to those examples that I just gave you. Number four, if you need a full-service hospital nearby, Marlborough won't be a good fit. Now, Marlborough does have an emergency center, and so they handle emergencies until you're stable, and then they do not have hospital beds or outpatient beds or anything like that. It is strictly an emergency center. It is a very good one, so that is in town. Outside of that, if you're seeking a full-on surgical center hospital with beds, you are going to be traveling. So for full-service hospital care, most people are going to be going to one of these three. Hartford Hospital is the biggest Trauma One medical center in the area. That's about a 30 to 35-minute drive from Marlborough. Middlesex Hospital is also about a 35-minute drive. Bacchus Hospital in Norwich, also about a 30 to 35-minute drive. And then you have Wyndham Hospital in Wyndham, which is about a 25 to 30-minute drive. So you are going to be driving half hour or more for a major medical event, surgical center, that type of thing. If having that in your backyard is important to you, Marlborough will not be a good fit. Number 5, if you want a ton of inventory and choices when it comes to housing, Marlborough will not be a good fit. Marlborough consistently sees low inventory, not a lot of starter homes, and when homes hit the market, there is generally a lot of competition because it's a highly desirable town that a lot of people want to move into with a good school system, but not a lot of inventory. So if you want to have the ability to look at 20 different houses in town with newer developments, that type of thing, Marlborough is not going to be a good fit. Number 6, if you want low maintenance living, Marlborough may not be a good fit. Most of Marlborough is going to have well and septic with housing, so just a little bit more maintenance that you're going to have to handle. There's going to be oil or propane heat primarily. You're not going to see much natural gas. You're going to have longer driveways, larger lots, so it's just more maintenance. If you want some type of like easy city living, Marlborough is not going to be a good fit. This is more rural residential living. So quickly, let's talk a little bit about who Marlborough is a good fit for. Generally, a lot of the people that I help move to town that love it here, they want value, quiet, privacy, and a good school system. They generally don't need a nightlife. They want land and privacy, and families that are comfortable driving for certain amenities. Your daily groceries are available in downtown, but other shopping, nightlife, that type of thing, if you're living in Marlborough, you have to be okay driving for. Now, if you're looking in Eastern Connecticut and you're trying to decide between Marlborough, Hebron, Colchester, East Hampton, Glastonbury, those surrounding towns, I help with people with that all the time. We help you figure out which town actually fits your lifestyle, not just the house. If you want to connect or have questions, all my contact info is below. Feel free to reach out. I am here to help. And also, if you found this helpful, please smash that like button. And if you know anyone else who would find this helpful, please send it to them so that we can help spread the word of what's going on in Eastern Connecticut around real estate. Thanks for watching.